Hello to our lecturer and fellow friends. Today we will talk about our nursery visit from group 2. Okay, next slide. Okay, these our group members. Auni, Izati, Shamimi, Azlin, Rin, saya Zufairi, Ili, Akil dan Ayah Anas. Next. Then the nursery the nursery name is Biogreen Tree. And the next I will talk about the introduction of nursery, also the objective of the nursery visit. Okay, the nursery is a branch of agriculture in which plant and propagate, nourish and cultivate and sow for personal gardening and commercial use. For the objective, to learn and understand the types, management and production of a commercial nursery. Next.
So for the company background, next slide. Okay, so this is the background of Biogreen Trade Nursery. So Biogreen Trade Nursery owned by Mr. K.H. Lim. He was 50 years old and he started the business since 2005. So it's almost 17 years do this business. But at first, he started selling plant using van and rent area at supermarket until he can have his own nursery. When the pandemic started, he do online business and do delivery service if requested by customer. For now, his company only do retail first and no project in hand. And he also only has one employee. Next. Okay, so this is how nursery looks like. Okay, the type of business is ornamental plant retailer, selling plant fertilizer, pots, seeds, and pebbles, landscaping, turfing, real grass and artificial grass, and planting tree. And this nursery open every day from 9 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. So this is the nursery located with where is plot 2, Jalan Desa Serdang, Taman Balau Penjaya, Seri Kembangan, Selangor. So this is the signboard of Biogreen Trade.
Okay, next I will be talking about the management of Biogreen Trade Nursery, about fertilization, irrigation, protection structure, and planting material. So, as we know, good nursery management involves many skills and attention to detail. A good nursery management can ensure the quality of the plant, thus the sale of the nursery. Even though Biogreen Trade has only one worker, they have a pretty good nursery management. So how did Biogreen Trade manage their nursery? As for the fertilizer, Biogreen Trade use their own EM fertilizers. EM is compost that is added with water. This fertilizer is very good to the plant as it also can be used as disinfect. Next, for the irrigation, they use the manual irrigation system, which is simple but effective for watering the crops. They use water hose or watering can and usually water the plant during morning and the evening. Next, for the protector structure, they use a sheet netting as the roof for the plant to make sure the plant not getting too much sunlight, mostly when hot weather. The roof is tunnel shaped, so when raining day, they can collect the rainwater and use it to water the plant, thus they can reduce the water bill. So as you can see, the picture shown here is the sheet netting that is used as a roof. And the next one is the water tank stored for watering. So for the planting material, Biogreen Nursery is focusing on retail nursery. Thus, most of the products were collected and transported from other nurseries, farms or factories such as from Cameron Highland, Perak and Selangor. So these are the example of the planting material that is used. First, we have pots. There are many types of pots available at the nursery, such as clay pot and pedestal pots to grow young plant. And next we have seedling tray, which is used to germinate seed until it ready to transplant. And we have watering can, which is used to watering the plants. Next we have peat moss, as shown in the picture, which is as medium for the plant. Next we have budding knife used to cut scion. And lastly, the sketcher used to propagate the plant. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, next, I will present about the layout of BioGreen Trade Nursery. First of all, the entrance of BioGreen Trade Nursery is at the corner of their nursery, and it only has one gate, and the location for car and vehicle to park is also at the front of the entrance. Next. So for the A is the location for warehouse of fertilizer and planting medium, such as it is the warehouse for fertilizer and planting medium, fruit seedling, such as durian and mango, and others fruit. So next, the B section is the location where landscape plant, bonsai, and other outdoor ornamental plants are placed. You can see the three beaks. And next is C, where the place for ceramic pot, plastic pot, stepping stone, and ornamental stone.
Okay, so next slide. For this section, indoor ornamental plants such as philodendron, sansevieria, and caladium, and many more that placed under shade netting. So next slide. So for area E, we have counter, the place where they buy and sell. Okay, next. For section F, is mostly cactus and succulent section. Many type of cactus and succulent section available at there only. So next. So for G area, at the G area, I have small pots, artificial turf, seed, fertilizer, pesticide that are ready for sale. And also at the area G, we also have their like office, I think. So next. Okay, nursery layout and facility. BioGreen Trade has customer friendly arrangement and accessibility. It is very convenient, and for the arrangement, they are managed according to the type, size, outdoor and indoor plant for customer to choose from. So it is easy for us as customer to choose plant, because outdoor plant that require more sunlight are placed at the area that not under shade netting, while indoor plant under shade netting, because indoor plant require less sunlight. So next. So this is the aerial view of BioGreen Nursery. So that's all for me. Next presenter, please.
Okay, thank you, Ayat. Next is my topic, that is production. So this is the top 3 high demand plant that is provided by BioGreen Trade Nursery. There are other type of plants such as fruit tree, ornamental tree, and many more. But the nursery intend to focus more on house plant and flowering type to sell out to their customer. I would like to I would like to share a simple information for this 3 high demand plant. First, we have philodendron. The nursery brought a species that is philodendron birkin. It comes from Araceae family. It has a white stripe on the upper leaf. And then the requirement to take care of this plant is minimal. Next, we move to devil ivy, or it is called Epiprenum enjoy species. This is the second high demand houseplant that is ornamental foliage type. The leaf appear white mixed with green variegation. The nursery is very excellent to mix the houseplant, not just all green type, but with several color from different species. Next, we move to Petunia, that is from Solanaceae family. It is a flowering plant, one of the flowering plant that the customer could find at BioGreen Trade Nursery. The worker hang this plant on the road by using a hanging pot. So if the customer come to the nursery, the petunia will be eye-catching for the customer to see the nursery itself. And the worker hang the petunia on the road so that the customer able to see, because it will bloom during the morning. As I mentioned, it will catch the eye for the customer if they come to the nursery. And the workers will ensure this flowering plant fresh and new. Okay, next we move to the next slide. These are the high demand stock, where we have tanah bakar, tanah hitam, organic soil, and stepping stone. Tanah bakar is a soil that undergoes heat process to change its structure, where it sterilize the soil to destroy pests and dangerous microorganisms. The nursery provide quality tanah bakar so that it able to hold the soil, and the soil is not easily destroyed when the customer use it for planting or transplanting the plant. And next we have organic soil, where it is even easier for customer to use it, because in organic soil we have a mixture of fertilizer, and by selling the organic soil, the customer does not have to mix like tanah bakar mixed with tanah hitam. So if they just buy organic soil, so the nursery make the customer job to reporting or transplanting the plant easier. Then we have stepping stone. So stepping stone, we have a measure 1 times 1 for 12 ringgit, and 2 times 1 times 2 for 22 ringgit. Lastly, we have potting plant and artificial grass. The BioGreen Trade Nursery provide small to big size of potting plant. The potting plant is made from, some made from plastic and some made from biodegradable. And for artificial grass, since BioGreen Trade Nursery provide landscape services, if the customer want to create a lawn at their garden, they can buy and make a quotation at this nursery for artificial grass. So for the artificial grass that the BioGreen Trade Nursery sell is, the measure is 1 times 2 for 140 ringgit, which is a reasonable price for people to um, to pay it, and I think that is my part. So thank you. I will give to Ili.
Okay, so next I will explain about marketing for Bio Green Trade Nursery. My name is Ilina Sulfa binti Rosman. Next. Okay, so for Bio Green Trade Nursery, they have 3 ways of promoting their own grain. First is signboard. As you can see at the previous slide, my team have shows the signboard, which is very clearly that you can see at the entrance of the nursery. So it's easy to find something that can catch your eyes with like something big or colorful. So at BioGreen Trade Nursery, they have already provided signboard as a view from the entrance and or road. You can see the signboard clearly. So next is for social media. They have Facebook page. Just you can search or type bio green trade. You will find it easily at their page. You can find the product or information that you needed. Also, they provide the location. If you don't know where is this place, you can just click and redirect to waste. Also, you can directly contact, which is you can click at the WhatsApp link. So lastly is for the business card. Every customer that plan to do some project landscape with them, the staff will provide you or give the business card, so you can directly contact with the manager of the nursery itself. Other than that, every time you purchase or buy something from the nursery, the for the first comer or first buyer, they will give you the business card, so easily you can contact with them in the future. So next, so this the Facebook page also their business card. So this card they have a name, number, and the location, also email of the nursery. So next. So for me, thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening to all. Well, I will continue about the problems and solutions that we have observed in the drainage system and the environment of this nursery area. Okay, next. Problem 1, we have is quite limited and narrow. And for the solutions, owner needs create a seed nursery using a nursery tray. This nursery also having problem where the car parking area is not systematic. This problem can solve with provide a place for customer to park their cars safely, and also parking attendants to prevent robberies, broken car window, and so on. Next. Problem 3 is about crop care technique change the ambient temperature. This the best solution is worker again more knowledge about management of crop, especially the suitable temperature for each group. Problem 4 is lack of marketing platform. The solution needs to use is create business account using trading platform to attract more customers such as YouTube, Instagram, and others. Okay, next. Another problem is the nursery have no security camera, also have labor storage. This solution is about labor storage. We need to hire more than one employer so that can divide the work well. And quickly. That's all from me. I will pass to next presenter.
Okay, now I will tell you the conclusion. My name is Nazin Andila. Thanks. Okay, to conclude, this nursery visit gives big impact on our thought about nursery and plant propagation industry. During this visit, we gain a lot of knowledge on how to manage a nursery from collecting seedling, watering, and fertilization system. The conversation with the nursery workers really give us motivation to jump and explore the chances in nursery business. It requires hard work and big capital, but strong determination can handle that. Nowadays, people are starting to pay more attention on nature, and this including the plants on nursery. The awareness on environment and the aesthetical value on certain plants make nursery the industry grown bigger. Nursery industry has a big potential for horticulture students as a platform to build their business or hobby, and we can use our knowledge and skill at the same time. Can create a side income by selling plants to other people. So yeah, that's all from us. Thank you.